Good afternoon, everyone. Let's go over today's trade on OXY. Right out of the gates, it showed a lot of promise. This one was coming down in this nice range, 1204, 1065. 1065 was the high of the flag pattern we had here, and a little bit of consolidation right out of the gates in the 1 minute time frame. You can see here 1065 right here, this candle, and also right here at 1065. So we had a little nice rejection here, a lot of consolidation. I took a short at 1055, short sale restriction, as you can see here, and this thing went over the little consolidation. I was holding tight around here. Look at the low, 1050 and 1056. When it ramped up over here, got me feel I put a stop limit. I tried to send out a stop limit order, but it didn't get me feel. As a matter of fact, a lot of my shares got rejected. A lot of my orders. I didn't have a big size. If you can see here, it was just 100 shares that I was actually shorting on this thing, and it went down after it broke the pattern. If you can see here, there's a little bit of consolidation on the 5, right? And he had a nice flush, very nice flush. As of right now, I was looking at this and I liked the fact that it was coming down here, but on top of the 50, this thing actually screwed with me a little bit because of my own mistake. On the way down, it showed very strong support around 1020, which is right here, and a second time around that he tested 1020 right here, and 1021. As you can see here, we found floor, came right back up, down, tested 1020 again, 1021, 1021, 1021, 1021, 1021. So he found this floor here, and he started to roll over, testing that 150 simple moving average, came up, roll right back over, and when he held support here, it started to come right back up. I was afraid that my order that I was actually still holding, and here's the reason why. Let me go back to the daily real quick. I had this order here, and I was looking for the 945. I didn't want to nickel and dime this thing because, again, I was just holding small shares, and if I go for 15-20 cents on shares, a couple commissions, and then I keep what, $10, I didn't want to do that, so I wanted to hold a little bit longer. Again, this is a small account challenge, so I don't want to hold. I wanted to hold a little longer, try to get a little bit more shares, and try to actually get in and then take my profits and get out. I put a stop limit order to cover half of my position around 1003 with a trigger price at 1007. Now, as you noticed from 1020, it didn't really work out. Things got really messed up when it got around this area on this flag formation of the 1 minute time frame right here, under the 100 and on top of the 50. This thing was hovering around the 100, stayed down, but when this price started to get a lot of pressure and a lot of indecision around this area, I was telling you guys the issue was that being too close to the 100 and on top of the 50 was actually showing a lot of strength, and this is the reason why you see it that it bounced off of the 50, 1040 right there one time, 1040 second time. It came right back down right away, 1042, but it ramped up, right? So it rejected the 100 a little bit, but it hovered around here for a little bit more time. Then it broke, and it right back up to 1065, which was again the high of the flag formation right here, this pin of flag formation that we had on the 1 minute time frame. And the rest is actually history, because it did show me this rejection here this couple of times, 1, 2, 3, and 4 times, when I was still hovering around this area. As he found the floor here, down here, I was thinking about the same thing. How about if we can find a ceiling here for that resistance to actually work out and come right back down? But being that close, I didn't want to take a chance, and I put a hard stop to get me out with a stop limit order to buy the whole position at 1071. I think it was 1070, with a trigger limit price 1072, trigger price 1071. So really tight thing. I ended up losing 15 cents on this trade, commission and everything, $21 and some of the change altogether. Red trade, red day as of right now. Again, I'm dealing with a small account challenge. The reason why I didn't get out on the 35-cent move here was because, again, I was holding a little bit of shares only, and being that this is a new account, I'm trying to see how all of the short rules work out on this account, because it's not a big account. I don't have I wanted to see if the whole short rules is not gonna get me an issue trying to get a lot of shares, 1,000 shares, 500 shares and stuff like that. So I've been trying to get my feet wet pretty much, using this account to then go in with a little bit of size. And there's a reason why I didn't take that 35 cents on the way down, because it did show a lot of support the first time around on this formation here. It did support, it showed support, strong support around here, and then the second time it showed a lot of support here. So and I didn't really take nothing out. So it was my mistake. I got out with a losing trade afterwards because I held a little too long. So right now you see it's coming down, probably test the 100, but again it's just 12:31, actually 12:28. You can see it, the clock right here, and trying to stay out for a little more, probably this afternoon. I don't even know if I'm gonna trade this one anymore, but this is what happened to me so far today. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys, and I wish you guys had a great day. Happy trading, and I'll see you guys later. Take care.